Step 4, auto-fit the table contents. Center the table horizontally on the page. So let's start with auto-fitting the table contents. Let's hit the whole table, which is up here in the left-hand corner. And when you do that, you have a table tools over here on the right that are design, and table tools over here a little bit further right that is our layout. Okay? And what we want to do is auto fit. So we're going to come under here on the cell size panel on the layout tab and click auto fit. And we want to auto fit contents. And basically it resizes the cells to fit around the words that have been typed. And now it says center the table. So center table width, table row height. I mean, we can go over here to home and hit center like this. I wonder if that's what it's looking for. Shade row 1 with blue, accent 1, lighter 40. So we're going to highlight row 1, which is our title. And we're going to come into design and we're going to go to shading. And we want to blue, accent 1, lighter 40, which I think is this one. Is it? That one right there? Yep. So blue, accent 1, lighter 40. And so it's basically a little bit lighter than the words we picked. And then shade row 2, so we're going to go to our subtitles here, under 100, and highlight that row. It's basically row 2, and shade that with blue, accent 1, lighter 80%. So you're going to get just a little bit lighter. And probably this one, the top one, next to top one. Okay? So blue, accent 1, lighter 80%. Apply a blue accent 1 darter 25%, 1.5 size double line border. Okay, so I click my whole table over here in the left side. I'm in the design tab and I come to border styles. I'm going to go ahead and click 1.5 right here. And then I'm going to go to border styles and it's asking us to pick double line border around the outside of the table. Apply blue accent 1. I think when you do this, it's going to give you a pin. And then you have to like pin around the border, which is kind of weird. And kind of draw around the border. So you end up with those double, see, and it took it off there. Those double lines. See, I have 2 lines there and 2 lines there. And that would be the end of step 4. You do want to save after you've worked on a table like that. I'm not sure it got that whole thing there. I don't think it got the bottom for me. I'm going to try again one more time to try to get the bottom.
You gotta click exactly on the line.
Yeah, I think it's really particular. So you get this paint and you just gotta really be right on. Seems to be giving me a single line. Okay, there's my double line. I just needed to change the view. All right, so we're gonna save and move on to step 5. And step 5 says the first thing we need to do is delete the first column in months. Okay, so we're going to go to the other table, from the table at the top of page 2. So we're at the bottom of page 2. Now we're going to move to the table that has months, modifications, ROI, kilowatts, costs, annual savings, and cost per unit. The first thing it asks us to do is delete the first column. So I just highlight that first column. And you can hit your delete column, but look, what it does is just take out the text. So I'm going to edit undo. I'm going to right click and I'm going to click delete column. And then it will get rid of not only the text, but it also gets rid of the column itself. So again, I highlighted the column, I right-clicked, and I chose delete column. Once you've done that, you should have 6 columns. And now it's asking you to insert a row above row 1 in the same table. So we're going to click at modifications, which is in the A1 cell, the first cell in the first column. And we're going to right click and we're going to insert row above. Click in the column, right click, insert row above. Of course, there's other ways to do this. I'm just showing you the way I'm familiar with. The other thing is they want you to merge these cells, which means instead of having 6 cells up here, we're just going to have 1. So while those cells are still highlighted, I'm going to right click and click merge cells, which is going to make it just one big fat cell. Does that make sense? Okay, so there we have it. Type return on investment for household energy efficiency improvements. I'm going to just highlight that, go Control C, and then click in my cell and go Control V to just move that text in that cell. And then it's saying apply the table style grid table 2, accent 3, row 2, column 2 in the grid table. So I have to go find this now. And to do that, the first thing I'm going to do is, I'm just trying to, oh, it didn't do it. I'm sorry. I was trying to highlight that. Ha, not going to do it. Oh, well, don't turn yours yellow. Okay, so I'm going to click my whole table, which is that little X right there. And it's saying we want you to apply a table style grid. So I'm going to come to Table Tools and Design. And I'm going to come to Table Styles. And it wants us to go to grid table 2, accent 3, which is this one. Okay, so once you've highlighted your whole table, you just click grid table 2, accent 3. And then it kind of turns it gray and a little bit of blue. And we're done with step 5. Okay. Now it's saying, whoops, a little bit bigger here. Step 6. Insert a row between rows 5 and 6 of attic insulation and duct ceiling. So that's these 2 rows right here. So if you'll click on duct sealant right there, and then right click and choose insert row above, insert row above, it will put a blank row between attic insulation and duct sealant. And then it says, type the following data in the new row with each entry showing in a separate cell. So in the first cell, you want to type wrap water pipes. That will definitely save us on electricity. And then you want to type 48%. And then hit tab between the cells and type 60. Then actually you're going to do $, which is shift 4, 0.15. Then tab. Then $, 4.80. Then tab. Then $, and 10410, and save. That's the end of step 6.